Hello all. I'm sorry I'm having to do this video like this, but my computer again is having issues. But we can still do what we need to do. Um, for this week, the actually I was able to find that this database, this particular one, was a lot more helpful to me in finding topics that pertain to Iraq, which is going to be my research. There were really three main sources that I use. The first one I'll talk about is by Andrew Bertle. It's Learning to Forget U.S. Army Counterinsurgency Doctrine and Practice from Vietnam to Iraq. That one's really about how we could, or what lessons we could use or forget from the Vietnam conflict until Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom. Those things it's really important to discuss those because a lot of times when we move from, as the United States military moves from battle to battle, there's things that we can take from battle to battle. There's things that we need to forget and never revisit. Vietnam, as we all know, is at least as far as military history concerned, is definitely a black eye to the United States military, particularly the Army, because the Army carried the bulk of the Vietnam War. It was a war that one of the lessons that I believe we have to take away or had to take away was about fighting an enemy on their own terrain and about using tactics that we haven't mastered here at home before we go to an enemy battlefield, talking in regards to the air cav. The second source I used is called On Point, United States Army and Operation Iraqi Freedom by Benjamin Tuck. That was important because it was vital to me to start, at least while I'm in this class. I believe that in the bigger scheme of things, I actually have a pretty good handle of what books and sources and interviews I'm going to use for my dissertation. But at least in this class, I wanted to make a concentrated effort to find sources that talk specifically about the United States Army, because that is why, that is the basis of my research, is about the Army and their armor and their tanks. And I think it's important to know the role of the Army, because the role of the Army is different than the role of the Navy or the Air Force or the Marine Corps. The nation they depended on the Army an awful lot for this war, not only for our men, but our equipment and technology. The Army was asked to do an awful lot in this war because we're the biggest force. So it was important to find sources about that. The last one was by Michael Wagner. It's called The Challenges of Iraq. Iraq is different. Iraq is this war, not even, you can go to say Afghanistan. This war is different, and what some of the things that are special to this war would not be special to any type of conflict. Even you can even go to say Operation Desert Storm and Desert Shield. This conflict is just different, and this source really talked about what the differences is between this conflict, between this war and other conflict, and why this war was different. And if you want to compare the two in Vietnam, I think we have a better handle on this war as far as exerting our military might, definitely, than we did in Vietnam. But I think that the end result may still be the same, is that for us to achieve what we would call victory. I don't know if that's going to be possible. But I would like to hear your own discussion about this, and I look forward to speaking with you all later on this week.